again. This is Aim Soft Tarot, and I'm Pilar. We're going to be doing a no contact reading. Let's get started. Spirit, what are the energies surrounding this no contact situation? For my viewer, Spirit, what are the energies surrounding the viewer's no contact situation with their person? Show us clearly, Spirit, what are the energies surrounding this situation, this no contact situation, for my person, for my viewer and their person? Five-card reading. Let's see what's on the bottom. All right, the Ace of Swords. All right, this Ace of Swords is speaking of communication and a communication breakthrough. So if this is a no contact situation, this means that it's not going to last for very long, that new communication is coming in, that energy toward an effort is being made towards lines of communication being opened. Aces are the potential for everything held within the suit. Again, the suit of swords is the mind and reasoning and logical things and communication. So this is a chance for communication, a new beginning at communication. Very much an energy of, doesn't matter who initiated this no contact situation, whether it was you, viewer, or it was your person. It's like neither one of you seems to be wanting no communication. Now, one of you may be a little more vocal about that. One of you may be kind of playing it close to the vest. All right, the moon speaks of things that are hidden. It speaks of the subconscious, the unconscious mind, things beneath the surface, things that we don't readily see. I'm getting very, this can also speak of nighttime and the dreaming realm, the sleeping realm, the subconscious. We see the subconscious when we're dreaming. You may be accessing this person in dreams, on the dreaming plane. You guys may be meeting up there and talking. You may be hashing out issues there that you're obviously not talking about during this no contact period. So I'm getting a double meaning with this card. Very much an energy of dreams. Maybe you're seeing this person in your dreams. And also, there are some things that have been left unsaid. Perhaps even before this no contact, this period of no contact even began, there were things that were being left unsaid in the dynamic, in the relationship. So interesting that we have the sun there beside of the moon card. I'm getting very much a sense of night and day in the sense of being like polar opposites. You and your person could be a little mismatched, or they could be, it's how they say opposites attract. They could be almost antithetical to you as far as who you are. You could be astrological signs that are on at polar extremes of each other. For example, Scorpio and Taurus are at odds of one another. So night and day, you and your person are different from one another, but it's like your differences at the same times, they draw you to one another. Also getting a sense here of what's done in the dark comes to light. So it's like anything that is hidden in due time in this dynamic, in this relationship, will be coming to the surface. Again, the moon representing the subconscious, the sun would be representing the conscious mind. The Page of Swords. Pages represent a change in direction, a new way of doing something. So with the swords suits being about the mind and reasoning and thinking, a new way of thinking. Perhaps this period of no contact has precipitated in you a new way of looking at things or new thought process. So maybe this period that you had away from your partner, this period of no contact, has allowed you to see things that you weren't readily admitting to yourself when you did have contact. Maybe this is kind of like forcing you to check your ego and to really kind of like look at, well, how could I have done things differently before we went into this period of no contact? Or do I bear some type of responsibility for miscommunication, perhaps? This Page of Swords is really helping you see areas in which growth and development is needed. All right, the Ten of Pentacles. There's a lot of richness and reward surrounding this relationship, this dynamic, this partnership that you have with your person, viewer. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of like wealth. I don't necessarily feel it's like it means like literal financial wealth in this sense that we're talking about in this particular reading. I feel like it has to do with the riches, like things that make you feel lavish, things that make you feel like you've been lavished upon, like things that make you feel opulent and rich and wealthy and wonderful and luxurious. This person makes you feel that way. And perhaps what we're seeing with this Ten of Wands is that in this period of no contact, because you don't have those things at the ready, you're feeling a little bit burdened, a little bit run down, a little worn, very much in your feelings, overburdened. Okay, the absence of attention, the absence of attention being paid. Let's get some clarifiers really quickly. Let's see. Spirit, let's clarify this Moon card. Spirit, clarify the Moon card. Why is the Moon card here for the viewer? We got Queen of Swords, and then we got another Page of Swords. So very interesting that that Page of Swords showed up for a second time here. Okay, the Queen of Swords here could be representing the divine feminine. The Queen of Swords points upright. It's an indication of truth and absolute clarity. Maybe you told your person off. Maybe you, with the assumption that the viewer is the divine feminine here, maybe you checked your person. Maybe you said something that was true, but it was hard for them to receive that truth. But I do see here with this Page of Swords, again, lines of communication are going to be opened. It's like it just took your person a minute to really kind of become receptive to whatever it is that you told them, whatever kind of knowledge that you dropped, whatever kind of veil that you lifted from their eyes, and in a sense forced them to see what was true. They didn't receive it well initially, and perhaps that's what precipitated this no contact period, but they're coming around. That's what you need to know, viewer. Coming around to so that we can go from the moon to the sun, so that everything can be brought to the light. And that there can be an acceptance of just kind of general truths in this dynamic that you have, viewer. Spirit, clarify this Ten of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify this Ten of Pentacles for the viewer. Why is this Ten of Pentacles here? What does it mean? Got the Lovers. So very much this person that you have, viewer, lavishes love onto you. Whether they have been absolutely clear with you about how much they're into you, how much they like you, how much they love you, you feel it, you sense it in the actions that they do sometimes. And maybe it's in their body language, maybe it's in the way, just in intimacy with you. It's very palpable. You can feel it. And you love the way that it makes you feel. The Hierophant here. Hierophant can be a card of marriage. If this is not a partner with whom you are married to in the 3D, this could be a spiritual marriage. This could be a divine union. This could be sacred union in the 5D. Spirit, clarify this Page of Swords. What's the importance of this Page of Swords, Spirit? Okay, you've got the Chariot clarifying this original Page of Swords. Okay, the Chariot is swiftness. It's being in the driver's seat. It's a great place to be. It's a great place of personal power. It's the seat of personal power. Being in the driver's seat. Being in a position to make things happen. We've also got the Sun. Interestingly enough, the Sun is reversed here. Interesting enough, though, you've got two major arcana cards clarifying this Page of Swords, the Chariot and then the Sun. With the Sun being in reverse, the energy of the Sun is still present, but perhaps to a lesser degree. Okay? The Sun is joy, it's happiness. Of course, we said it was the conscious mind versus the Moon, which is the subconscious, but it's also happiness and joy. It's the happiest card in the deck. I get very much a sense of maybe there are some ambivalent feelings, like you really like this person, you're really into this person, but it's like at the same time you feel you have mixed emotions about them, like from moment to moment. Let's clarify this Ten of Wands. Spirit, why is this Ten of Wands here for the viewer? You get the King of Pentacles and Judgment. I'm hearing solid. I'm hearing stability. Perhaps it's very much a sense of trying to get solid, trying to get stability. Okay, the King of Pentacles is a very stable figure, oftentimes financially, but this doesn't have to mean financially for you. It can just mean stability in any sense, having your footing. Perhaps this no contact situation. Even though it's unpleasant because there's no contact with the person that you want to have contact with, there's some type of stability that's being garnered through it. And then we see this Judgment card. The Judgment card speaks of a higher calling, a higher purpose, being called higher. Being uprooted and uplifted by Spirit is oftentimes when we what is the word I'm looking for? When we, it's a self-indictment, but in a good way, so that we can be called higher. There's a lot of things in this period of no contact that are going to work for you. There's a lot of things in this period of no contact that you need to embrace, because this period of no contact is not just happenstance. It's here for a reason. This is divinely guided. There's physical time apart, even though there's literally no such thing as separation. That's why I'm very very careful in this reading to say no contact as opposed to separation. You're never really separated because we're all one. But there's definitely a reason why there's not particularly any communication happening at this time, and it's karmic, okay? You've got 5 different major arcana cards clarifying your reading today, which lets us know that there are issues with destiny, fate, the divine. Those types of things are at play. The gods, whatever you want to call it. This is definitely some type of divine connection that you have with your person. And there's definitely divine aspects at interplay in this situation. So don't feel necessarily bad, stressed out about this, okay? There's a definite reason why you're not in contact with this individual at this time. And these things will become apparent within the coming days to weeks. There's going to be some point of clarification and realization and opening up of lines of communication in which things are going to become far more clear. Let's get a final card, an oracle card for this reading. Again, you've been watching and listening to Ain Soft Tarot. I am Pilar. Spirit, what's the final message for the viewer concerning this no contact period? All right, you have not relationships. This to me is speaking of how you're karmically tied to this person. I think a lot of times people hear the word karmic and it is, maybe it connotes negative things, implies negative things, but that's not necessarily the case here. It's just you have a bond with this individual that predates the physical, okay? Before you and this individual came into this 3D reality, there was already connection there. So maybe it's a past life connection, karmic connection, whatever you want to call it. Twin flame, perhaps it's a twin flame connection with you and this individual. Perhaps this is your twin flame. Divine counterpart. You are bonded. Understand that these types of bonds are in place so that we can learn lessons in the reality in which we are living. We can learn lessons through direct contact with the person, but we also can learn lessons absent communication and contact with that individual in the 3D. We can learn equally as much through no contact as we can in the actual contact that we're having with them. Oftentimes in the no contact period, what we're experiencing is self-growth and development. What are we learning that we're having to figure out seemingly on our own, right? So it's important in this period of no contact, not just to pine for that person, not just to kind of want them back and try to wonder like, well, why am I not with them? Understand the reason you're not with them is because the divine needs you to figure some things out on your own that perhaps will help you grow stronger in your relationship, but that will definitely grow stronger individually as yourself and as your spirit and as your higher self. All right, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.